You know what? Let me start a recording as well. That way, if I want to, I can post it to YouTube later. Just in case there are any, any qualms.
Well, I remember last year I couldn't make the live broadcast, but I loved the jokes. You guys are so funny.
Well, I don't know about that. Come on, phone. You can group me over here too. I should have just put a link into the. Sorry, everyone, that there's a slight delay. I just kind of want to get all the business ordered before we begin. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the FFIRL Pick Randomization event. How's everybody been? It's been a while. On the line, I have Henshaw and Osborne, who are both going to talk to you directly today. Say hi,
Hello.
John.
Yes, the champion had to be here for this great event.
Oh man,
So did last place.
you're gonna be unbearable this year, aren't you?
Which one of us?
Now, both of you. Osborne always. Henshaw, he's never had much self-respect, but this year. So, before we begin, there are some things I wanted to talk about, and we might as well talk about them now. That way, I can get your attention, and you're gonna want to watch it for the trade for the draft pick selection. But I wanted to talk about divisions, and there's been some interest in maybe switching it up to maybe new divisions, or maybe like relegate people out of your division. I don't know how I feel about this. I designed the league with the intention of long-term rivalries. Um, so that's just something that I want to ask, and if it's something that we decide we want to change over the course of the season, then we can have a vote, and we'll, as long as we do it by the halfway point, I don't see any reason why we can't implement it next year.
Yeah, I know I've been one of the ones that's talked about divisional shakeups. I'm a big fan of the big rivalries. It's just something that I think would be interesting for the league to keep some things fresh over time. And if we move towards keeper focus rather than draft pick focus leagues, you could get into a position where maybe someone has a dominant run, similar to like a Patriots in the real NFL, that kind of makes it no fun for everyone else. So being able to shift that up every once in a while could be really good.
Kimner, I don't think so. I don't want it to be like, because a lot of this is going to depend on timing, right? Some teams are going to fluctuate year to year, and I don't want it to be this thing where all the teams that were bad last year, but will probably be good next year if we keep pick trading. They're all going to be good around the same time, so they're all going to be in the same division.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
It's a tough thing to get exactly right. You
No
know what I mean?
kidding.
So yeah, just something for everybody to consider moving forward. Um, please do air your comments. Uh, for anyone who hasn't seen yet, NFL.com took the luxury of updating your team logos. So I want to give everyone the option to set their team logo to the appropriate team, of course. And I know I'm going to regret this with Fogarty. He'd better he'd better do as I asked. So you find your team. For example, I'm the Broncos. I like this old school D, so I'm going to rock the D this year. So everyone, go in, update your logo, and we'll lock them in at some point during the season.
It's really brave of you to give such flexibility to the league, but I admire it.
Ooh, they got the classic eagle.
I know they got some pretty good like built-in logos this year. I like it. Anyway, yeah, if you choose to set it to anything other than the default NFL.com logos, I'm gonna take control of your team. I'm gonna change it for you, and then I'm gonna lock it down. So
And he's gonna take a draft pick.
I'm gonna take more than a draft pick. You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah, I like funny stories.
I'm eating tamales right now.
Okay.
I was eating tamales once with this guy from Florida. Not a super smart guy. And I had to tell him to stop trying to eat the corn husk and just eat what's inside.
Oh
You
no.
you don't eat that. Oh man, people from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where all the vitamins are, dude.
Who is that?
That's Cook.
Cook.
Is that Cook?
Dude, I'm in my car on my way home. I just was tuning.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Oh, jeez. All right.
I'm on that phone quality, that high quality.
Hey, congratulations on your Tighten Ups, by the way.
Thank you.
Do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No.
Oh, then you don't know what Tighten Ups are. You should watch that show. It's a good show. Uh, Fogarty saying implying Louisiana's good. No, I wouldn't say that. Invite you. I'm assuming he means to the Discord.
Which I did in the WhatsApp or in the group me. I put it in there.
Did you? He's
Yeah.
he's so bad at technology. I got it. He probably wants an opportunity to talk shit, so we'll get him in here. Can't can't uh can't make fun of him and not get him the chance to regale himself. All right, so we talked about the team logos, we talked about the division shuffling. Um, we'll kind of hear some of y'all guys' thoughts and comments over the next week or so, and we'll get something voted on. We still have until the beginning of the season, so.
Yeah, it'd be
Uh,
good.
that being said, so these are our current draft order based on how well you did. So we're going to be doing the second and third place votes right now. So they're going to be flipping over 10th and 11. 6th and 7th will be flipping over 6th and 7th. And then these last four teams, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, will each have a weighted value in the fight for first, second, third, and fourth. So, y'all ready to do it?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right. The first one we have the 10th and 11th pick selection. Let's do a quick dry run. Yeah, just to make sure everything's legit. So this one doesn't count. I just want to make sure that my page hasn't frozen.
Okay.
Okay. So it works. So we're gonna go back. Well, you see, now I don't know if it's gonna work because like if I went back, you know what I mean? Ah, jeez.
Just refresh the page.
I need to refresh the page. Hold on. All right.
Hello.
Oh, I guess there's
Hey.
people in this actually that paid their dues this year.
uh,
Wow.
yeah.
All right. Dalton and Cook. Cook, you ready? What do you think you're gonna be, man? You think you're gonna be 10th or 11th picking?
I'm thinking
He cut out.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Let's
find
out.
out soon enough, anyways.
Maybe
Hopefully,
maybe
hopefully
with that
when's-
40 million DAC gets, he can make the cell phone towers better in Texas.
All right. He's not in Texas anymore. He's in Oregon, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he's in Oregon.
Portland, I think. You keep cutting out, just so you know, Cook.
Yeah, sorry. I can listen just by myself.
My cell phone.
All right. So the higher number, so pick 1 is going to be pick 10. Pick 2 will be pick 11.
All right.
All right. The Colts have pick 10, and Dalton will be pick 11. Sorry, my boy. All right. Next, we have
It's a game changer right there. Fuck you, Dalton.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big deal. All right. Now we have Kimner and Fogarty. So each of these teams got 1 win in the relegation bracket. So that is why they are flipping. Kind of like the last 2 teams got 1 win in the playoffs. So let me just copy these over. I'll refresh the page. And then we will see who's picking 6th and who's picking 7th.
Hello.
Is that Gehringer?
It might have been for. I'll keep it up and look.
I saw his name in here. It flashed in for just a moment. He might not have known.
Oh, I didn't mean to join voice.
Yeah. He's strictly a text only kind of guy.
Mm.
All right. Kibner and Fogarty. Here we go. The higher pick is going to be pick 6. Yep, 6, and the lower will be pick 7. Pick 6 goes to Fogarty. Oh man.
Congratulations, Poorman.
Well, you didn't trade your first, did you?
I'm gonna say no.
You traded your second and your third, I thought. Yeah, because the first thing he said to me when he got back, he's like, I got Fogarty's picks, right? And I said, well, you never submitted the trade through the app, so there's nothing I can do for you. But, of course, that was a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, so I think he's got your second and your third.
What does Fogarty have in return?
He got his first last year. You remember the Le'Veon Bell selection?
Yes.
Solid.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I didn't finish dead last even with that pick.
Yeah, that would have been really tough if you had managed to finish lower than me. That would have been really impressive.
Yeah, you held in there, I guess.
I put a solid year's effort into finishing last over the course of that season.
Quality division does that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Do you know how hard it was to like not intentionally lose, like where like I actually filled my roster out but made sure I would lose?
Dinner's ready.
Some of our folks in our division were really trying to screw me.
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna
don't-
try something real quick. Since this one has the 4 teams, I'm gonna do 2 test runs just to make sure it submits different picks every time I go back. Okay. That way I
Big
don't
Dave,
have
I
to.
like your logo.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I guess I gotta copy them over.
I am going to submit a amendment to the rules that if your team was in a movie, you should be allowed to post something from that movie because I want my logo to be Rick Moranis.
That's not gonna happen.
Just know, Henshaw, if you vote yes, you do get Tony Danza.
All right. So let me just refresh it. Jaguars, Chargers, Gehringer, Titans.
I would like to know where Lady Bird is. Haven't seen her on stream yet.
Yeah, I closed the door.
Rest in peace, league mascot.
All right, y'all ready for the first, second, third, and fourth pick selection?
Yeah.
Oh man, please don't let this be Osborne. So, I mean, when you think about it, he has a 60% chance that it's him because he has Gehringer's first rounder as well. Oh.
Well,
Please
then
let it
start
be
with
Foreman.
pick pick 4.
Woo! Let's keep it going. All right. So, this needs to be Shy right here. You ready? Oh my god! Well, this doesn't matter. Wow.
Wow. And you did say that this was 2 test runs, right?
No.
Rewind, right? You said 2 test runs.
Oh my gosh. I said that I would refresh it and then put it in anyway. So, that's our order. I can't think of anything else we need to discuss.
So can you go through 1 through 12, and also I can't hear you.
Yeah, we can talk about 1 through 12. All right, and let's kind of go back, and I want to show people some things on the site because apparently people haven't really learned it yet. Also, I want to say it's awesome that this is the 3rd year in a row that we have all 12 members, all 12 original members. So that's really cool. I'm glad to see that people keep coming back.
Oh yeah.
So from the league page, if you go to transactions, there's this view future draft picks here, like between 2 things. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. Click that, and this gives you a good breakdown of all the picks, who has what. We'll scroll down here. See, this is Osborne right here. He has 4 first-round picks, 2 seconds, 2 thirds. And this is kind of what I was talking about with
You don't need to highlight it so direct.
Yeah, you know, I would feel bad for you that I called the pick order exactly right, but you know, I look at this here and it's gonna be fine.
What does that show Porman having my picks?
No, it
No.
doesn't. Not yet.
Never happened then.
Well, that's only because you two are lazy fucks who never put in the trade. Even though I text you both multiple times. It's very frustrating. Anyway, so this is the first link. It is in the view transactions of the league page. The next, a lot of people have been asking me about the history. Shy, this one is going to apply for you, okay? So you go to the history.
Sorry to interrupt, but you can also get to the future draft picks from the league draft info page as well.
Oh, nice.
The right side. Similar place.
Yeah, it looks like all the keepers are up. However, this isn't how it's going to go because we do keepers a little different. But once all the keepers are in, this will be updated, and it should have like all 15 rounds of keepers, I'll bet, which would be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let's go to the league. Oh man, look at the Eagles, Jaguars. Got some good logos going on here. Right. So the next is the history of the league in general. If you go here to history, You can see the past winners all the way back to the very first season. You got Mr. Beringer, and this was his name Cazares Fogarty?
Oh, I don't remember. Was it Cazares?
I think
Whatevs?
so. Even though he was like really white.
Man, look at that solid 2015 year. What a
Yeah,
good
those
year.
Kazaras, man. He was in my unit.
Oh shit. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, we
Cazares.
got Eldridge.
Yep,
He's still in it. Bolton
Eldridge.
there in 2012.
Yeah,
And
this
I
is
think there's
this
Cook
is
in 2012. I'm guessing with
best
Thanks
single
Neil.
week performance, which was set last year by Dalton with 173.
I was looking at the history. He scored more points than me last year.
Oh really? Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. It's fucking if that dude never went down, if Gurley never went down, I'm pretty sure he would have won.
Yeah,
it would have been really close.
Gurley single-handedly beat me last year, or the year before. It felt like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we won the year before. Is all Gurley. Look at this water trash. You remember that? You remember that? You remember that? Hinshaw?
Was that me?
That was your team name. You were water
Man,
trash.
sounds about right.
Yeah. Thank goodness that
Uh,
we've kind of normalized these team names. Anyway, you click.
We've had some good ones over the years.
Yeah, we have. You click the 2018 season, and you can see everything about the 2018 season. You can do schedule and go by like individual weeks. You can do it by team. You can check out the playoffs, all our discussions, transactions, and most importantly, draft results. So go to the season you want to go to draft results, and you'll have it all here. You can do it either by team or by round. And then if you're lazy like me, you can just do view all rounds and then control F to find like I have Zach Ertz. I took Ertz at 88. Uh, you can either do math, so I divide it by 12. I think he was an eighth round pick, or you can just go back to by round and kind of figure out. Yeah, so there it is. Um, so those were two important things that I felt people should know about. I think that's about it right now. Oh, there's one other thing I was thinking about. Uh, so we have had excess money brought in over the past two seasons, and coming into this season, I think there will be an extra $40 that's going to the going to be put in the pot. So it's been three seasons. We can either do next season, everybody gets $10 off, and the prizes will remain the same. We could like we could set a date like 5 years from now and plan on it being like a mega season where we just put all that money into buffing up those prizes. Uh, we could, I don't know, we could do something like over the next, 5 seasons, we break it down by best team, like longevity wise, like most points, most number of wins, something like that. Um, these are all just ideas I kind of want to throw out and get your guys' opinions on, So just think about what you want to do with that and let me know.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, before we sign off, does anyone have any questions?
Can't think of any right now. When do you want to get together, Brent, to settle the keepers appropriately for their round?
Right. So keeper locks tonight. So get your keepers in. Tomorrow, Osborne and I are going to start. We're going to split the league up in half. We're going to start walking through each team, and I'm going to give him um, permissions to set up the board with me. So we're going to go through and we're going to update the board, get the keeper set. If there's any conflicts, like you have two players that are in the same round, we're gonna ask you about it. Okay. That being said,
If you already know you have a conflict, feel free to put that in one of the chats or just message us ahead of time.
yeah. That way we just have to go through and look at your thread and group me and say, okay, he said this is this, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Don't forget, dues are due Friday. please get them to me beforehand. I don't want to have to uh, get a backup. I don't want to have to get a backup guy just in case someone doesn't pay their dues. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right.
You got anything, Osborne?
No, I think that covers it. The dues are a big one. I know you said it. That is a big one. And we'll get the keepers to you as quickly as we can.
Yep, definitely. That way y'all can start going on fantasypros.com and start doing mock drafts.
No, not all of us are sponsored by Fantasy Pros, Brent.
Osborne, I know that you know how to use Fantasy Pros better than I know how to use Fantasy Pros.
That says a lot, seeing as that you've been a concurrent subscriber for what, like, is this 8 years in a row you've used Fantasy Pros? Were you like one of the people that actually started it? You're a part of the Kickstarter?
Yeah, actually, the Pro and Fantasy Pros, that's for me. But
Okay.
no, I'm just playing. Yeah, good site, good resource. But yeah, Osborne, man, he's in there. He knows how to tweak the settings just right. Crazy.
Fancy stuff.
Yeah.
You should have gotten. We'll talk to you after offline here, Brent.
Okay.
Once everyone bounces out.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now, end the recording. I'll probably throw it up on YouTube just in case anyone missed it, so they could check it out. And, yeah. After the draft, of course, we'll probably post another video talking about who did terribly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, it has been a lot of fun. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you Saturday.